Uh, yeah. So when you are in coaching business, so sometimes you have to run the Zoom meeting also, and then you have to address people, and it should be effective. Uh, I was going through some seminars and boot camps of um, um, I mean, what is the name of Siddharth Rajshekhar's mentor, Blair Singer? Have you attended any session of Blair Singer?
Yes.
Yeah. So Blair Singer is known for his voice mastery, and he is called the trainer of trainer. And he is personally attached with um Robert Kiyosaki in US, who has written Rich Dad and Poor Dad. So he used to tell that you have to develop some skills of presentation, and people should not get bored. You know. So what I thought while learning this other skills and all, you must develop some skills how you can represent in the group and how you can speak. So I want some exercise from you, not today, in the next week, that you should prepare something, a 10-minute uh, something about you, and 10 minutes on some topic. And which topic it should be? It should be your present book. Suppose if you are writing on stress management, so for 10 minutes, at least 5 to 10 minutes, you have to talk about you. And after that, you have to talk about the topic which you have selected. That may be about one chapter also, and about some list or some points about your book also. So how you can help people through your book and all. So it will give one a practice. So next week when you are meeting, that time you have to prepare some slides also. Yesterday I was learning how to prepare slides from Canva. So it is very easy, and in PowerPoint also you can create some slides. So if you allow me, I want to do the same thing for some 15-20 minutes. So you can not only learn how you can give your presentation, but also it will give in the same way my next book, or which book I am writing at present, something, some information about that book. And so if you allow me, I just want to talk with you. But before that, I want to ask you, what do you know about me? Can you tell something about me within 1 minute? Just tell me.
You are a great teacher. Then you have written so many books, and you make lovely videos.
Okay. Anything about my personal life or my job or anything?
You are a psychiatrist.
Not exactly. Anyway, but just I want to tell you something about me also today, so you may be knowing better. So let me share my screen first. Okay. So I will share my screen. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah. So I just want to talk about some mental health. See, our body is a psychosomatic structure, you know, with body, we have got mind also, and how we are acting with somebody emotionally and spiritually, that is also important. But I want to tell you, I want to ask, just like our player singer, how many of you have faced mental or emotional challenges in life? Suppose if you are, some people are sitting in your people, you can ask like that. So raise your hand like that, or you can tell that right in the chat box, emotional. Then some people will raise the hand, and some people will tell you, okay, emotional. Then again, you can ask, how many of you have not gone through the emotional or mental challenge in life? Can you raise your hand or write in the chat box? Not. Then some people may also raise. So this is initial attraction. How you are going to attract the people? Okay. So whatever I'm telling now, you can learn something for 10 to 15 minutes, and if your parachute if is open, then only you can survive. Suppose if you are jumping from the aircraft and parachute is not opening, means you are no more. In the same way, your brain or mind is just like parachute. If you open your mind and openly if you listen, you will get a lot of information, very good information, and you will be able to get what I am telling. I want to ask you one question. Do you know this fellow?
Yes,
Who is that?
Elvis Presley.
Yes, very good. The Elvis Presley was a singer and actor who is widely known as the king of rock and roll, and he is one of the most significant cultural figures of 20th century and one of the biggest names in the rock music history. You know, he was having a private jet, and whenever you used to go for concerts, I mean for programs of music programs, concerts. So he used to go along with his team in private jet, and he was having some 7 limousine cars, diamond crust on the surface, and he was affluent, and he was on in almost 60s, 70s. He was having $500 million property. You know, on this day, that may be some 4 or 5 times or 10 times more. But uh, he was having very much affluent life. When he was doing his concerts, he used to throw his leather jacket, and people used to hear it, and they used to take small pieces of his leather jacket to their home. They used to keep in the almari and in the showcase that this is the gift of Elvis Presley. He was having some 500 patented items. You may be seeing in the leather jackets or in blue jeans. Elvis will be written there. So that is his product. But unfortunately, at the age of 42, he died after taking 40 sleeping pills, and he was dead in his bathroom. He could not emotionally uh, manage himself, and he died at the age of 40. But something I want to tell you about me. I was in Indian Air Force for 15 years, and I'm former aircraft engineer. You may not be knowing that. And I was a branch manager in State Bank of India, and I served for almost 24 years and successfully retired from the bank. And I have last time I have written some 17th book of mine. I just as a glance, I just want to show you, and I will also make one page like this for you also. These are all my titles, one or two more. But whenever you click on any title. Suppose I am clicking on build the best version of yourself. Then uh, uh, just a minute. I have 1% character. That's so it will lead me to my page. But last session we are talking. This is not the normal page. This is with my code. No? Can you see
affiliation.
affiliation link? So all my books are with affiliation link. Okay. Again, we'll go a little more. I have got some 10,000 people, those who are following me on LinkedIn, and almost 4,000 people in Facebook. So very less people I'm putting in Facebook because there are some fake IDs also. The boy will be talking as a girl and all like that. And I am facilitator, you are knowing, and I am a marathoner. I have run some 42 kilometers, and before some 2 years also I ran some 5 kilometers and half marathon and all in Ahmedabad. I am scuba diver. What is scuba diving? Can you tell me?
You have to go under the water.
Yes, definitely. So 40 feet inside the water I used to go. And last time I went underneath the water in Dwarka. So I was able to see the Nagari of Dwarka, which is which was made by. It is told that yeah, it is made by Krishna, and there are some stones and everything, gate and everything we can see underneath the water because there was a powerful light also. But archaeological department has drawn a demarcation line. We cannot cross over that. If we are crossing that, then we have to face the laws and some. I mean, we can go to behind the bars also. So it is not allowed.
Like this scuba diving, do we need to know swimming?
Yes, if you are knowing, it is better, but it is not required. If you are not knowing the swimming also,
Then how to go?
you can do scuba diving because there will be a cable and the trainer also will be there with you. So something happens, they will immediately, um, I mean, pull the chain and yeah, you can come out of water. And I'm also All India radio singer, and I'm playing harmonium since my childhood. And since last 8 months, I'm learning violin. Okay, but since this topic is about the mental health, I want to tell one incident. When I retired from Indian Air Force, and I came home. For 3 years, I was not in any job. Then I joined one photocopy shop. Then he was paying me some 1,500 rupees on those days. It may be some 15,000 on today's date. So the owner of the photocopy shop, shop, he told me, "Can you bring one lakh rupees from bank?" Then I went there. I brought there with the check which he has given and all. Then I kept in the scooter with lock and key. And then I went for urination and something like that. And then after 2 3 minutes, when I came back, I opened the lock. Then money was not there. So somebody was following my scooter from the bank, and he opened the lock and all, and then he has taken it. Then my owner told that okay, you can go to police station and you can file the FIR. Then we filed the FIR, and then the investigation, everything went on for some 1 or 2 months. But lastly, nothing happened because we could not trace out the culprit. And another incident I want to tell you. This is the aircraft. This is the real aircraft which I was working. This is helicopter, and the red arrow is showing it is engine. But one mistake I did, um, I tied thread with the spanner and screwdriver. Why? Because I thought it should not fall down because if it is tied. But while adjusting the RPM, when pilot was running the engine and I was adjusting the RPM, but the thread was sucked in the air intake. Here is the air intake. This is the air intake. From side, it sucked, and then the spanner went inside, and the turbine wheel and everything was damaged. And then one of my friend he gave a cutthroat signal to the pilot, and then he switched off the engine and everything. But there was a damage of 72 lakh rupees. So after 5 to 10 minutes, the provost, that is Air Force Police, arrived, and they have taken me into custody. And then some inquiry was going on for 1 month and all. But during those days, one another helicopter was grounded for some part and all. So there was one air marshal. He was visiting the place, and uh, that time I worked for almost 48 hours continuously without break, and I made another helicopter ready because I was engine fitter. So I took some part from the other aircraft, and then I made one aircraft ready for VIP moments. And then the VIP, that air marshal flew in that aircraft, and then he told that this aircraft was grounded because he is knowing technically everything. So how it became serviceable? Then he told that there is one K.R. Goswami, Sergeant K.R. Goswami. He was working for 48 hours and he made helicopter ready. Then he called me, and then my everything came on the track. My pension, everything saved, and there was no penalty or anything. And then a helicopter was sent, that engine was sent to HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautical Limited. And then it was serviced and everything became fine. The third and last incident was in my life. I was a manager in a Reserve Bank of India, that is in my branch, State Bank of India itself. We were having that department. And early morning when 10:30, we took out 6 lakh and 20,000 rupees from the vault, and we kept it. And then some 5 decades they came there, and one fellow was engaging me, another fellow was engaging one clerk, then third fellow was engaging one my peon, and then all four people engaged some people, and the fifth fellow, he went inside the case room, and he, with one bag, he has taken one tray, and that tray with money he has taken in his bag, and within 20 seconds he went off. So when we wanted to give some payment to somebody, there was no money. Then we called the police and all. Then they took CCTV footage and everything. They inquired everything. Then case was going on. Anyway, I was sent to some other place for posting. And but the lady who was the case was in a case counter, was responsible for those case. So she got some penalty and all, but I got transferred to some other place for 2 years, and everything was later on settled because the 90% money was recovered from insurance. So these are the three incidents that would have made me mad, and I would have gone behind the bars, and I would have not been here to give you this story. But everything, with God's grace, everything became all right. Now, um, if you ask me what I am doing, I am having a Digital Eagle Academy. I am the founder member of this organization, and my mission is to help and train 100,000 young students from 16 years to 19 years in shoot, dive, and fly category in armed forces. I'm teaching them with the psychological techniques and digital skills. And as an outcome, uh, they will be commandos, sailors, engineers, and flying pilots. So, just I wanted to tell you because I'm in this niche since last 1.5 years, and but now I want to just tell you about quickly about this mental health, and it is crucial because every one of us is having some stress or situation in our life. And I want to tell you one incident. One 12 to 14 years of boy, um, he was closing windows and doors and everything in his home. But I have done my master's degree in psychology. So with free association technique, we could come to know that his parents used to fight every now and then, and he was affected by their quarrels and all, and that's why he was closing everything. So any incident may have some uh, bad effect on your brain, and you can become uh, very much mental uh, person, or you may have some stresses in your life. But one thing I want to tell you, when I was in during blast attack operation of uh, the armed forces, I was in Leh and Ladakh, and we used to go from one mountain to another mountain. We were having some ropes, and we used to cut some branches, and we used to make one bridge. And then when we crossed that bridge, and then my commander used to fire with his revolver, and he used to burn the bridge. Why? Because we cannot go back. But he was time to time he was telling some stories and all. So he told one story when we gathered there in a parade. So he told that once there was a situation that one soldier came running and asked to the commander and told, "Sir, we have been covered from all sides by the enemies. So what to do?" Then that the commander told that very good, we can attack in any direction. So that was the positive reply he has given. That no worries, so the people are coming from all our side. Now it is advantage that we can attack in any direction. So the situation we can take in a positive manner, so it may help to understand uh, the situation. So you may be knowing the Jack Canfield. Uh, Jack Canfield is a successful writer. I learned from him that E plus R is equal to O. E means event, R is response, and O is outcome. So event is fixed, but your response will decide your outcome. Now suppose your son, you got one son and one daughter, or your only one son.
One son, one daughter.
Okay. Now suppose if your son is having some argument and he was abusing, and he abused, and then you started whipping. That was the fixed event. You cannot change it. But again, you are giving one slap to him. Then he will tell, okay, I don't want to stay with you. You just, I can become separate from you, and I will stay some other place, and like that. Some situation may be there. But suppose in the same situation, if you are taking one glass of water and keeping quiet and uh, changing the mood and everything, it may happen after sometimes he may come to you and tell, okay, mom, sorry, I just could not react properly with you, and then everything may be okay. So your reaction may be resulting in a very good or desirable outcome. I want to tell one situation. Suppose you are going with a scooter, and one fellow who is passing from backside with a very high speed, and he was about to dash with you, but then you got anger that I will keep this bastard. I will teach one lesson, and then you are going with the speed to catch him, but suddenly you uh, you dashed with an electrical pole and you met with the accident. That was one situation. Then another situation, when you are going with the scooter, then that fellow is coming with a great speed and crossing and going on, and then you are thinking that okay, this fellow may be having some medical situation. Somebody from his family may be admitted in hospital, so he's going with a great speed. Let him go. Then you saved everything, your life, everything, and then you could not meet with the accident. So how you are reacting to the situation, that is very much important. So quickly, just I want to narrate some of the challenges. Uh, what kind of mental challenges may be there? Aren't you getting bored? You're not getting
No,
bored. Okay.
no.
So I want to show you. I log in to my Google account and it will lead me to the information which I need to give. So are you able to see the white screen
Yeah,
or not? Okay. So let it open. I will just make it wider. Okay. So now the number one is depression. When somebody is on depression, what will happen? Uh, the man may experience, man or woman, depression, but are often less likely to take the help. Sometimes you are having some problem, you are not telling to anybody, but this is bad thing. You must ask somebody for your situation. And just a minute. These are all mental health disorders. And solution: encourage open conversation with the mental health and provide support. Suppose if you are having one or two good friends, you can tell your situation and then you can be saved from bad results. Number two is anxiety. It is leading to physical symptoms also sometimes. You may have some physical some reaction also in your skin and all. So what is the remedy? Promote mindful techniques of stress management to cope up with anxiety. So you may have some mental exercise also. You may have some, uh, meditation, etc. And then suppose third is the substance abuse. People are likely to engage in substance abuse as as a way to cope up with the emotion struggle. No, we are having a lot of emotional struggles. Every now and then somebody is insulting, and then you are reacting, and you must not react in a negative way. So promote substance abuse treatment programs and raise awareness about healthier coping strategies. You must read something on emotional things and all, and see, one incident I want to tell you that there was a man who was, I'm talking about suicide. There are a lot of suicidal cases in USA and all, but I heard one story and just I want to tell you within 1 minute. that one gentleman, 30, 35 years old, he was going to some bridge and he was going to jump from the bridge because he wanted to commit suicide. But then there was one monk who was passing from there, and then tell, okay, okay, please hold down. What you are going to do? Then he's telling, I want to just kill myself. Then he told, okay, but can you postpone it for 24 hours? Then he told, why I should postpone? Then he told, there is a great benefit. Then he said, okay, okay, I will postpone it, but only 24 hours. Then it's okay. Then he has taken with him. Then he took the fellow to one landlord. Then he's asking to that landlord. Previously, he has talked to himself, that landlord and all, and then everything was planned. So he is telling, okay, he is telling to landlord, you want two eyes of a young man, no? I will give this eyes of this fellow to you, and then you can give me some gold, which we have talked earlier. Then yes, yes, I will give ornament. So give me his eyes. Then this fellow says, what rubbish you are talking? Am I going to give my eyes? And he told to that landlord, okay, you want the two hands of this fellow, no, that young people, and then you can give me some more ornament. So I will give his hands also to you, and because he is going to die, after some time, so he is of no use. Then he's telling, no, 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 I am not going to give my hands. See, sometimes we are not able to understand ourselves. I want to tell, when I was in one of the cities of Gujarat, I was having some financial struggles, and I thought I am not having the Ray-Ban goggle. And then after some time, when I went outside, there was one man who was blind and he was walking with a stick. Then I told, thank God, I am able to see with my eyes. He is not able to see. So people are there who are having a lot of troubles, but they are not committing suicide. But then this fellow, he bowed with that monk and told that you have saved my life. I could understand everything, and you have explained me in a better way with some drama. But I'm thankful. Now I'm not going to commit suicide. So there should be somebody in your life, and maybe your friends. They may act according to your situation, and then they may explain. So the solution, we have to have some mental health situation, some books or some topic that motivation, something like that, and then we can be saved. Okay. And then social isolation, you know, sometimes we are alone and we are thinking so many things. But what is the solution of the social isolation? Let me just write that this. Yeah. So encourage common involvement and fostering strong social connections. See, we can be with people, those good companies we can have. The next is the anger aggression. Sometimes we are so much angry with somebody, we are not going to get anything from that. But with communication skills, we can make our anger less and all. Then one is a post-traumatic stress disorder. You know, uh, the solution, we can provide a trauma-informed care and therapy. See, these are all the research which I have done. But as a matter of fact, we have to consult some professionals. And then work-related issues people are having. I want to tell you one incident. My wife is a convent graduate. She was having one teacher, and teacher's name was Durani teacher. And you may be knowing Salim Durani. Salim Durani was a great cricketer. He has got one Charitra movie also. Recently, he died last before some 5 6 months. But his sister was teaching in the school, but she has completed 40 years of her job, and she did not take a single day leave, and she was awarded everything. But is it desirable? No. See, you have to balance your life. Now, I have got one video also on this topic, that is work-life balance. That is telling lot many things. That video is here. Just I want to give some glance.
Once Andrew Wilkinson told, "You do not have to make yourself miserable to be successful." I want to talk to you about work-life balance. I am K.R. Goswami, former
So this is I'll put it in the chat box. When you are free, you can just see it later on. It will give a lot of insight. Yeah, but again, we are talking about this. One or more, two maybe topics are more. So let us see. Let us finish it. Uh, just yeah. So then work-life after work-life balance. Again, we are talking about body image issues. Men are struggling with body image concerns. So what is the solution? Solution is promote body positively and provide resources of those eating disorders. You know, sometimes suppose there is a tobacco plant and there is a nutritional plant. One may be interested in tobacco and taking and may end up in cancer. And one is the nutritional value plants, which you are taking, you are making your immune system. So that is your choice how you are making it. And one is the relationship issue. You know, last one. See, I have written one article on Medium about the relationship. Since last 80 years, there is a Harvard University one survey is going on, and in that survey they are telling that's finalized that those who are having good relationship with the family are happy. But if you are not happy with your family, or if you are always involved in some job and your business or anything, and if you are not giving importance to your family, you may not be happy. In a Dhirubhai Ambani's industry, whenever they used to take interviews of general manager or something like that, so he used to call his wife also, and they used to take interview of his wife also. So if you are not settled or not happy at home, you cannot work properly at the place where you are working. So very much important. And if you are not happy with family, you cannot become happy anyway. Just I want to again summarize and let me again share the screen. So we are talking about these challenges. Are you able to see the screen, blue screen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So challenges we have seen. There are some stresses, anxieties, depressions, loneliness. So many things are there. But you can always uh, replace your negative thought with the positive one. Today morning, uh, when I was coming back from my gym. My wife met me on the way because she is going at 7 o'clock. I am coming back at 7 o'clock. So I told that night time, that our man was providing me that milk and all. He was not present, but night time I thought, okay, tomorrow morning who will give me the milk? I have to go somewhere and bring and everything. But I thought, oh, that will happen after 12 hours. Why to worry now? Then early morning when I opened the door, then that milkman was standing there. My problem solved. But I may be worried before 12 hours that, oh, what will happen? It is a small thing I can bring from the market. But always I worry when situation is arises, not in advance. Sometimes we are thinking about some situation which is going to occur after 2 days. Oh, what will happen on that day? So for 2 days means 48 hours you are spoiling. So always worry about the present situation. And there are some warning signs. Your behavior can do lot of things, and you can early uh, diagnose your these things. Okay. Uh, Let me tell you one incident. Whenever we used to take out the helicopters from our hangar and for flying and all, there was a big slogan there, and it was written, "Flying is a serious profession, but do not take your worries beyond this point." So always be in the present, and um, just like chappal, the chappals are your worries. When you are coming to home, you are keeping your chappals or shoes outside. So you may be having how many pairs of shoes you are having?
I have only two.
Yeah, maybe some. My wife is having some 8, 10. So I always tell her that these are all your worries. You have to put outside. The same thing when you are going to some situation where doing some task or you are cooking. You keep your worries outside. So there is a good vibration when you are cooking, and then food will be very nice. So always keep your worries away. Okay, and then uh, always remember one of my friend, he told me that my father scolded me like anything. He told me donkey. Then I told, okay, okay, okay. So when he's telling before some 15 years, he told, okay. So where is he? Then he told, he died, before 10 years. So he's keeping still in his mind, you know, for 10 years or 15 years, he's keeping all grudges in there. So I just want to tell you, one example I want to tell you that this is a map, and there was a puzzle given to one son to by his father that he has to assemble this map, but it may be very difficult. He told, okay, I'm giving you 30 minutes, you can assemble this. But as a matter of fact, he did within 1 minute, why? Because at the back side there was a picture of man. So he assembled this man, and then map was all right. So what I mean to say, or what is the moral? That if you are uh, from inside, if you are arranging everything, outside you can be better. So internally, if you are very much engaged or very much organized, the outside situation we can handle. Last thing I want to tell you, very much important. This fellow, Nelson Mandela, he was in jail for 27 years. You know, when President Mr. P.W. Botha, he made him to go to the jail for 27 years. But after 27 years, when he came out of the jail, then their advisors and everybody told that, okay, now I think you can hang this P.W. Botha. Then he told, no, 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 forgive him. He lived with all grudges, and then he naturally he became president again for 5 years. But he has taken this P.W. Botha as his deputy, and he formed the government. So, because he has forgiven him, and then this is the great man. I can salute him because when he died, then more than 200 countries, presidents and prime ministers, they attended his funeral. And our great superstar, Amitabh Bachchan told when his documentary is made, if you are giving me 10 seconds role, you know, in his room, if I'm as a sweeper, if you are giving, I'm ready to do the role of in his this documentary. He's such a great man. So, in nutshell, I want to tell you that be happy and humble. Number two, love strongly, hate wisely, and leave the grudges, just like this fellow. And this is my 18th book. Just can you wait for 1 minute? There is somebody come on the gate. Just a minute. So there was a milkman, he came here. They're talking about this thing. Okay. So just this is everything about me and the activities or book which I'm going to write. So now, whenever I'm telling something, there is always some exercise. So you have to prepare about your story for 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, whatever it is. And you have to prepare some topic which you're going to write. That topic also you can prepare. And in a PowerPoint slides you can prepare, or in a you can prepare in Canva also, or just you can write some notes and you can put it in a notepad or in a Word or something like that, and then just you can talk about that. So this will give you a confidence about telling me, and I will be able to know something in detail about.
Sure.
Okay, so this is kind of practice, and this is on job like training, you know. So when you have prepared everything, and then you can talk with the people, and you can narrate these things in front of our AFH members also, and you can become facilitator. You know, suppose you become facilitator, then some of the basic things you are knowing. Now, suppose you are knowing how to write, how to publish, and the marketing also, and in the email system also. So, see, I am doing that thing, but I am not master. Some of the things I do not know. I'm in a learning process. Still learning, but I am able to express myself, and then I become facilitator, and so you can become facilitator. So our one of our lady Sudha, you may be knowing, she is facilitator. She was in my group, Titan group, and then one day I was giving some lecture on something. Then I told you can become facilitator. Then no, 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 I don't know anything. I don't want to become facilitator. Then I told you can become facilitator. Then she told, okay, I'll try. Then now she is facilitator. So when you are facilitator, I want to tell you one or two things, then we'll wrap it up. Suppose if you are facilitator, what is the benefit? So there are a number of benefits. When somebody is jumping from silver to diamond, you are getting some income. I received last week, and that is not less than 10,000 rupees. Number two, uh, you can have some affiliated income also. Now is the SOM is going to start. Suppose somebody is joining the silver course and is in 10,000 rupees fee, you may get some 30% or something like that, and 3,000 rupees may be credited to your account. And suppose if you are facilitator, that may be more than 40% or something like that. And he's going to start now. He is not started yet. But if you're a diamond member and if you're a facilitator, you may be having more exposed ideas, and you can expose yourself, and you can earn, you can learn, and you can also teach people. And so many people may be benefited by your experience. What do you say?
Yeah, I can.
And see, everything is possible. I want to tell one funny thing, and then we'll close it. Last month, I was searching for roller skating. So, in one of the organization, I just rang up, and then one girl, receptionist or somebody, uh, talked. I told I want to have this roller skating experience, and I want to learn. Then she's telling, "What is your age?" Then I told 60. Then she's telling, "Okay, 16 means no problem, you can learn." I told, "Not 16, 60. No, 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 you cannot learn, because see, this old days, Then I told her, I'm going to make my body six pack, because I'm going in the gym and I'm running the marathon and everything. Then she'll, okay, then I will talk to my owner and then I will tell you something like that. So uh, I learned violin at the age of 62, you know. So you can learn anything at any time, you know. And one book I read, a powerful thing was written in that, that if anything, if you are doing for 21 days, it will become your habit. But if you are doing it for 66 days, it will become your firm habit. But anything which you are doing for 10,000 hours, he has written 10,000 hours specifically in that book. If you are doing anything for 10,000 hours, you can be legendary. So I have almost spent some 10,000 hours in video making and all. That's why I am able to do it very nicely and people are impressed. So it takes your practice for anything. And one good practice you are going to do next Monday about your presentation. You know, and I'll be listening for some 10, 15 or 20 minutes or maybe 30 minutes, and it will boost your confidence. Almost you are having confidence and you are doing these great things. But think, my friend, suppose some 50, 60 people of AFH community are sitting there, and if you are giving some lecture on some topic, and it is a fine presentation, and then everybody may not be happy, but you will be happy, I'm telling, because you are going to teach them something, and there will be a very good impression of you and your presentation skills. What do you say? So,
Try.
yeah, just jot down something about you, where you have studied, and then what is your qualification, and when was your marriage, when you are about children, about anything, and then when you joined this FH community, what you were in the job, and what kind of experiences you had. What one question I want to ask you, and you can answer in that that day. What was the biggest failure in your life and how you could overcome it? What was the biggest failure in your life and how you could overcome it? You can talk something about that topic for 5 minutes. Because nowadays, in the corporate life and all, when the interview is going on, people are knowing JavaScript and they are knowing they are techno savvy and then they know each and everything, programming everything, and they are knowing HR concept, everything for the job and all. Then what kind of questions they are asking? They are giving 1 crore rupees, 2 crore rupees salary, but what kind of question? This is the one question they are asking: how you can handle the situation. So, what is the biggest failure in your life and how you could overcome it? If you are narrating, and then they will make out everything how you can handle, and they will be inducted into job. So, this is the time you have to prepare yourself. You may be scary that okay, what I will speak and all, but you prepare. Once you practice, and then I will listen on this next Monday from you. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
all the best.
Thank you. Bye bye.